Ever noticed your plant's leaves turning yellow or brown? Is the soil soggy when you touch it? These are telltale signs of an overwatered plant, a common misstep even the most dedicated plant parents can make. Overwatering can lead to root rot, an insidious condition that can quickly turn a thriving plant into a withering mess. The signs of overwatering are typically quite visible. Besides yellowing or browning leaves, you might also see wilting, drooping, or leaves that are falling off the plant. The soil will also give you a clue. If it feels soggy or muddy when you stick your finger in to check it, it's likely your plant is getting too much water. But don't despair. The solution is quite simple. First, let the soil dry out completely before watering again. This gives the roots a chance to breathe and recover. Next, trim off any dead or dying leaves and stems. This not only makes your plant look better, but also encourages new growth. Lastly, take a look at your pot. Does it have enough drainage holes? Proper drainage is crucial to prevent overwatering. If the water can't escape, it will pool at the bottom, creating a swampy environment that most plants detest. Remember, overwatered plants need less frequent drinks than you might think, so take a step back, let nature do its thing, and you'll soon see your plant bouncing back to life. Are your plants looking sad, shriveled, and limp? Is the soil bone dry? These are telltale signs that your green friends might be parched, gasping for a drink. Underwatering is just as harmful as overwatering, and it's essential to find that sweet spot where your plants are neither drowning nor dehydrated. When your plants are underwatered, they can appear lifeless, their leaves shriveled and limp. The soil, it may feel as dry as a desert. If you find this to be the case, it's time to give your plant a thorough soaking. Water it until you see liquid draining from the bottom of the pot. This ensures that the water reaches deep down, quenching the thirst of the roots. Moving forward, make it a habit to check the top 1 or 2 inches of soil regularly. If it feels dry, it's time to water. Remember, different plants have different watering needs, influenced by factors like sunlight, temperature, and humidity. So when in doubt, always check the soil. Always check the top 1 or 2 inches of soil before watering your plants. When in doubt, check the soil. Spotted tiny insects crawling around your plants or patches of white dust on the leaves? Well, your green companions might be hosting some unwelcome guests. Yes, we're talking about pest infestations, an all too common issue that can seriously harm our leafy friends. Pests like aphids, spider mites, or mealybugs can wreak havoc on your plants. They suck the vital juices out, leaving your plants looking sickly with chewed up or curling leaves. And if you see cottony cobwebs, that's another red flag, signaling a possible spider mite invasion. So what's the solution? First, isolation is key. You wouldn't want these tiny pests to throw a party and invite all your other plants, would you? So move any infested plant away from its healthy neighbors to prevent the pests from spreading. Next, it's time for a good wipe down. Use a damp cloth to gently clean the leaves, removing as many pests as you can. This step is like the first line of defense, physically removing the invaders. But sometimes these pests can be stubborn. They might cling on, refusing to let go. That's when you bring out the big guns: insecticidal soap, neem oil, or other natural pest sprays. These treatments can help eliminate the remaining bugs without harming your plants. Remember, pests don't take a day off, and neither should you. Be diligent about checking for pests and treating as needed. Prevention is better than cure. Keep your plants healthy and your home pest-free. Noticed a powdery white or gray mold on your plant's leaves and stems? This is likely a sign that your plant is suffering from a fungal or bacterial disease. These diseases can be a bit tricky to deal with, but fear not. With a little know-how, you can get your plant back to health in no time. First up, let's talk about the signs. Apart from the telltale mold, you might also notice a general wilting or browning of leaves. If the disease is advanced, you might even see some leaf drop. It's important to act fast because these diseases can spread to other plants. So how do you tackle this issue? Start by removing any infected parts of the plant. This might feel a bit drastic, but it's necessary to stop the disease from spreading. Next, it's time to do a bit of pruning. This isn't just about removing damaged leaves, it's also about improving air circulation around your plant. Good air circulation can prevent the disease from taking hold again. Now, if you've done all this and the disease is still persisting, it might be time to bring out the big guns, a fungicide. These can be bought from any good garden center and are usually very effective. Finally, let's not forget about prevention. Sanitize your gardening tools and don't let water sit on leaves. That invites disease. By following these steps, you can keep your plants healthy and free from fungal or bacterial diseases. Are your plants suffering from changes in lighting, temperature, or humidity in your home? If so, they might be experiencing environmental stress, a common culprit behind many houseplant woes. When a plant is suddenly exposed to too much light, it can result in bleached or scorched leaves. Just like us, plants can get sunburnt too. If you notice this, it's a sign to move your plant a little farther away from those bright light sources. On the other hand, cold drafts, overly dry air, or the harsh heat of winter can shock your plants, leading to a whole range of problems. But don't worry, there are solutions to these issues that can bring your plants back to their thriving best. One of the best ways to combat dry air is to group your plants together. This creates a mini ecosystem where plants can boost each other's humidity levels. It's like giving your plants their very own tropical vacation right in your living room. Maintaining consistent temperatures is also crucial. Plants, especially tropical ones, love stability, and sudden changes can be stressful for them. So, keep your plants away from vents and open windows that can cause drastic temperature swings. Lastly, remember to turn or rotate your plants frequently. This ensures all sides get equal light exposure as the seasons and light conditions shift. Turn or rotate your plants frequently and keep them away from vents. A green thumb takes some work, but the rewards are great.